Alright, hello folks, welcome back to all the beautiful people out there. It is your favorite pilot of all time, favorite virtual pilot is, Doc Hook, flying here with you tonight. And we are in this absolutely gorgeous One World Alaska Airlines 739ER. And you're catching us on Chapter 2, the end of Leg 2 of our World Tour. So if you are liking this series so far, feel free to like and subscribe and follow us along. We got a long way going around this world in a 737. Quick exciting update. The channel now has currently 44 subscribers, so we are telling you guys we're going hyperbolic, fastest growing YouTube channel ever, and you guys got in on the root cause of it. So welcome in. Good evening to everybody. We are going to be rolling into St. John in Canada, St. John's International Airport. The code there is CYYT, and as you can see, we are not too far out. We actually timed this pretty well with our takeoff / live streaming beginning. Pretty happy with how the winds worked out with that one. The translant flight went very well. We had 100 knot tailwinds the entire way. If you haven't seen yet, go check out those videos. We have the takeoff from Seattle and then the landing at Cape Austin on 22 left. And pretty decent landing. Unfortunately, the channel's theme song, which is the ground proximity warning system flaring up, was not present in today's landing, unfortunately. Maybe it'll make a appearance tonight. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, so night ops here in Newfoundland. Folks don't know this, but there's actually a Newfoundland independence movement, which is, like a separatist movement for the people of Newfoundland that is detached from Canada. Never knew about that. But that's some Canadian folks who happen to know some stuff about it. I left the exterior lights on for us just because, I don't know, I like how it looks. Got a full moon, almost full moon. Yeah, call it a full moon out tonight. So if you're out in these streets, be careful. People will be getting during a full moon. Other than that, what else you guys got going on tonight? Anything weighing heavy on your minds? Feel free to drop down in the chat. We are all here because we enjoy good energy, we enjoy good flying, and yeah, that's what brings us here. So let's go over how to read this chart. Here is our RNAV approach chart into St. John's International Runway, CYYT, St. John's International. Here is our descent profile. You see at bag, you need to be about 1,500 feet, and that's a 3-degree down angle until you're hitting the runway. Got 760s, our minimums. And if I know we have the Tigger, or Tigor, I think it is, but I want to say Tigger. Shout out Winnie the Pooh. Let's go with our Tigger arrival. And we have a transition of Tigger. So we're going to pick it up here. And then we're going to bring it on in here. As you see, that's runway 34. But we We're not on runway 34. We are on runway 28. So, where's 28, you might ask, in this hub jump? Well, let's use our context clues. Actually, let's use our airport. See what we're dealing with. I've never flown in St. John's. Anyone here? So 8,500 yards is a shorter runway. No, we don't have ATC tonight, unfortunately. It's a bummer. But I kind of get it because the area that would be responsible for ATC would have to cover the entire transatlantic, and that is quite a lot. So you see here's our air traffic that's around us, but we are not under control. If we were slightly south, you see New York Center is on. In fact, a lot of the East Coast is on tonight, probably because of all those storms. We had some pretty hardcore storms earlier roll through. Lightning hit so close it shut the house. It was pretty nuts. Anyway, here's us rolling into Newfoundland. There's that Tigor transition right off of Marachine Island. Man, look at all those glacier lakes. That is nuts. Anyway, we'll be rolling in to here, hitting that runway there, and then probably taking a long taxi trip all the way back, all the way down here, till finally we get to park. Luckily, I won't bother you guys with those details. Our weather there in St. John's is 29.95. So let's go ahead and dial that in. 29.95. There we go. Now, our minimums, as we saw earlier, right? You guys remember them? I don't either. 760. There we go. Scrolling up. Ooh. About 160 miles till TOD. And it doesn't seem like too long of a descent path. It seems like you pretty much get on it, which I'm down for. Never like long drawn out processes. Oh yeah, we get down to 5K quick. 5,000 feet by the time we're hitting the transition, or not transition point, sorry. The start of the approach. And then in the star, you know, it's basically free reign until you get into the actual approach. Then you turn in at 5. So I mean, yeah, you're getting down to altitude fairly quick. It seems like, at least from how I can look at it. We got 9 o'clock on the East Coast. So sun's setting. Of course, it's a lot, but it's crazy to still see it up here in the northern hemisphere. Winter time is coming then. Huh. When you take off, it gains a lot of altitude uncontrollably. Well, that very well might be you're not adjusting your trim before you take off. So right here, your trim wheel. What I've noticed is when you just load in, especially in the PMDG 737, is your trim will be set very, very low, like 3.5 degrees. That would be my guess. Another one of my guesses maybe, well, yeah, trim, it would be affecting your center of gravity from when they loaded your fuel. So then that shifts to the back and could be pitching your nose up pretty hardcore during takeoff. I'd suggest going back. I posted that video of me departing Boston and going through the entire step-by-step procedure of the FMS plugging in and everything. I would suggest that because that might reveal one or two things in your procedures that might be setting you up there. I do appreciate you coming in. I'm going to assume your name is James. I am Justin. This is Doc Cook Flying. It's very nice to meet you. Glad everyone is here. Whoever is here. Happy to have you. Hey, no worries at all, James. You feel free to ask any questions. There are no dumb questions. There's just dumb people who never ask questions to find out the actual answer. So, feel free to ask away, brother. We're happy to have you in the community. Like I said, there are a few videos of just me doing the walkthrough of the procedures. You know, if you're interested in those, go check those out. But also, like I said, you know, we are, you know, feel free to ask questions as well, as much as you like. Yeah, you are no. Yeah, no, sure thing. I mean, really, we still have a couple minutes before we're beginning descent, and we'll probably have 10 minutes before we even start setting up for final, if we're looking at it through an objective lens. Let's see what our passenger in 12B is doing. Or would we say it was like 14A? I think we agreed to 14A, seat 14A, right here. Here it is. Look at that, it's got the moon reflected off there. We'll probably just chill here for a minute. That is a cool shot. Other than that, how's everybody else doing? I hope everybody's having a good night. Good Thursday night. Tomorrow's Friday, so congratulations on almost making it to the week. Almost through the week. I know I will be praying that certain civilians move at a military pace instead of a civilian pace tomorrow, but we shall see. One thing I learned rather quickly when I retired out of the military was civilians do not move as fast as we do in the military, which sounds like an oxymoron, I know, but special operations was a little bit different. Executes a little bit more efficiently. But I was very, very shocked. Continue to be shocked, at least. Which branch? I was in the Navy. In the Navy. But no, I was medically retired. Yep. Good times. Best job I ever had, that's for sure. Again, if you're just joining us, please like, subscribe. Yeah, this, yes, James, of course. Yeah, no, in fact, I have an 8-year-old myself, so He is this channel's #1 fan. Big shout out to Jackson. But yes, we are nice to anyone and everyone. This is and strives to be a kid-friendly channel. Full of positive energy and good vibes. So if you're into that kind of thing, subscribe, join us. There's gonna be a lot of content dropping. I fly quite a lot. It's probably a problem. However, I do enjoy it. And I like talking to you guys. I like trying to spread good energy through the world. So, like I said, if you like that too, please subscribe, join us. We're going to be flying around the world in this 737, so that will be super fun. We're about to land in St. John tonight, and then we are going to be going from St. John to Reykjavik, Iceland in the morning. Oh, James, that is, I get that, and yes, parents do swear around their own children. That's the rule, is we swear around our own children. Not, you never swear around other people's children. Or at least, you shouldn't. I was Navy though, so if one does slip every once in a while, I will apologize profusely. Profusely could be a word of the day. It means a lot. To apply something a lot. So basically, apologize profusely. So you are applying the apology profusely. Yeah. So a lot. I am so bad. Awesome. Alright. So Ace seems fun. Let's give you a 5-minute timeout, sir. Yeah, I'm spamming the chat, dog. That's a good way to just be. That's not the positive energy we're trying to get. I'm sorry that I'm bad. I've totally said that I'm not a professional pilot. But you know what? Some people think I'm good. So Mr. Ace, it's good to have you here, is all I got to say about that. With a smile on my face, ladies and gentlemen. Because we ain't letting no bad vibes get us. There we go. Cool coastline of the Newfoundland Islands. Right, James? Ace is bringing that negative energy. It's not great. Not a good person. That's okay though. We will still hope for his recovery. Whatever is troubling his heart, clearly, is weighing heavy on him. So you know what? Let's pray for him. That's what we do. Big L energy. That is, in fact, true. But If you let, I tell my son all the time, if you let every person get on you, you'll never leave any time for yourself. So, and yourself, well, until you have a kid, it's basically your most important person. All I'm saying, folks, is let's stay positive. There you go. Oh, 14B, 14A. Keeps bringing that up. Oh, there we go. What do you guys think of that one? If you're just joining us, this James, go to bed, man. You've got school. This channel's #1. This channel's #1 subscribers. He's got school tomorrow, so he's asleep. You can replay it in the morning. Plus, I will have the edited, just the landing portion up tomorrow afternoon. So you can catch that, James, if you need to go to bed. Just make sure you brush your teeth and you listen to your parents. Awesome, James. We're glad to have you, brother. Glad to have you. You have the right mindset, young sir. I'm proud to see it. Let's see where we're at. Great looking plane though. 737-900 ER. Did you guys know? So this is a fun fact. So this is the extended range with the sharklet wingtips. Here, let me go back outside while I'm trying to explain this. So with the sharklet wingtips you see there, or scimitar, sorry, not sharklets, scimitar wingtips, and it has extra extended range fuel tanks. So that's what gave it its extended range designation. It is longer than the 800, so that's what gives it its 900 designation, right? So there's a 900 version or the extended range version without the oh yeah, I couldn't imagine. Your friends that are going to bed at 2 a.m. they have bad parents. What's happening? They're still going to school. Yeah, no wonder they're so tired. In fact, indeed, my son tells me that constantly, that I have friends that stay up all night, or this person does this person does that. It's like, well, I'm not their parent, so if that's what they want to do with their life, it's up to them. See, the thing is, James, we can't tell people what to do. We can just step back and laugh as they do things that are not intelligent. It's up to us to be the intelligent ones, looking and going, oh boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are beginning our descent.
Here we go. We are descending, ladies and gentlemen. Is that our flight attendants? Landing lights on for safety. Drag required. Yeah, drag required. Look at, I mean, that's That is an intense descent into St. John's. Should be fun though. Great call out, Mr. James. The James being on the fasten seatbelts. You know, the cool thing about this 900 ER, I'll show it to you, is actually it's auto fasten seatbelts. So the only time you actually have to come over here and fiddle with this is if you're in a situation where it wouldn't automatically be off and you want it off, or it wouldn't automatically be on and you want it on. A cool little thing. The 800 does not have it like that. It's a manual switch. If I'm thinking correctly. Look at our plane bounce around. I wonder what that's all about. Let's go check it out. Oh, we have 51 knot tailwind. That's why. That's pretty gusty. Pretty blustery. Hardcore winds. So you see here we got everything. It's set for our VREF speed. Let's go plug that in. Go here to our init ref. And then all the way down. We see 30 degrees. Our VREF speed is 148. But we're going to add... I don't know. It's coast, right? It's on the coast. So we're not so sure about our winds, but also... it's a short runway. You have a wonderful evening, James. So thankful you joined us tonight. Very happy to see you. Sweet dreams. Brush your teeth. Listen to your parents. All the good things. Night night, bud. So 200 knots at 11, or sorry, 200 degrees at 11 knots. Doesn't sound too bad, so we might just be okay. Going a little bit more shallow than +5. Maybe we do something like a, maybe like a 150. Oh, okay. So you're not gonna, oh yeah. Sorry, you gotta do 30 degrees first, and then 150 on. Oof. Go. Alright. If you're just joining us, folks, feel free to, like this if you like this kind of flying. Subscribe if you're into this chit chat and flying and just kind of positive energy, positive vibes is what we're trying to do here. We will be flying all around the world in the 737-900 ER for the next, good minute. So, a lot of good videos coming up on that. Get to see around the world. Get to see a lot of interesting airports and some off the beaten path like this one, St. John's. Not exactly a JFK. So, like I said, like, subscribe. Feel free to join us around the world. We got a long, long journey ahead of us. And it should be a lot of fun. Alright, here we go, St. John's Island. As we come in, start getting ready to set up for the approach. We are coming in to St. John's International, up to St. John's, Canada. This gorgeous Alaska Airlines 737-900 ER. We are going to try to land this big old long body, narrow body jet on a runway that is not long enough for us. Oh, our negative Nelly's back. Ace. Ace, I don't know what's wrong with you, sir, but I guess we'll just have to say bye. Womp womp. Womp womp. Sorry, Jane. Or sorry, Ace. You're just kind of being a nuisance, and we don't like nuisances. So, don't be a nuisance. Or whatever the kids are saying. Are they calling it chads now? Don't be a chad. Whatever. Mr. Ace, or Miss Ace, or they Ace. I am sorry for what's troubling you. We will all be thinking about you and putting out positive energy that you get through whatever is just troubling you so deeply in your own life. And we hope you overcome it. We do. That way you can grow and be a stronger person, better person, even more happy, fulfilled person. That's what we hope on everybody. At least if you're a good person, that's what you hope on everybody. And I think you're a good person, Ace. Deep down inside. So just believe in yourself. You can do it. Anyway, back to the real matters at hand. I believe you can see it's just absolutely gorgeous scenery of the St. John's Islands here in Newfoundland as we're rolling in. Man, that's cool, that's gorgeous. And this isn't even the fancy NSFS, this is still 2020. Because until your boy gets a metric crap ton of followers more, then we're going to be on, we're going to be using Microsoft 2020, and we're going to be using a GTX 3050, because that's what your boy can afford right now. But I think it does well when it does well. It does have its times where it gets its hiccups, and all of a sudden have to put out a fire inside the computer. It's very scary around here, folks. But it never stop flying. Man, I've had a great time tonight. I hope everyone here has as well. If you have, join us more often. We do live streams every other night on at 9 Eastern. Just general good positive vibes. We're going to be posting the takeoff and landings of the other trips that we make in between of the live chats. And the live streams we'll just pick up the live stream wherever we are in the world, in the air at that point. We'll try to do our best, like we did tonight, to schedule it with the actual landing portion or takeoff, whatever branch of the trip we might be in at that point. But big things we do here is chit chat. And then the other big thing we do is go through procedures and the identifying thing. That one value proposition that says, why should you subscribe to this channel, is I hand fly down from about 10K on pretty much all of our flights. even in the middle of storms. So it really makes for some interesting stuff. So if that is something that might tickle your fancy, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button and join us. Because I believe if you review tonight's live stream, you will see that we are a good, friendly bunch that cares about people. So that's what we do here. We also get into hijinks and shenanigans. Ooh, yeah. Slow on down. You guys see that? How fast I was coming in? At 260. The state said be pissed. Canada. They apologized that I had a tailwind. I love the Canucks. I used to hang out with a few Canadian Navy guys back in the day. Goofy. Goofies. But good people regardless. Here we go, guys. Into St. John's International. Let's see what this airport has for us. We're going to be coming in on runway 28. That one right there indeed. One that's flashing. That's not the direction we're going to be going. We are, of course, going to be flying in that direction. And, yeah, anyway, there's St. John's. There's St. John's Bay. And we are about half a mile to the right, or starboard, of our flight path, which is fine. Nobody's sweating that little bit. We are not on ATC tonight, unfortunately. Nobody is on in the St. John's area. Closest we had was New York Center, and they're managing the translates to the south of us. So we, however, will be coming from St. John's tomorrow and flying to Reykjavik, Iceland, which should be super fun. Lots of volcanoes. If I remember from the last time I flew there, it's a nice little airstrip and a beautiful, beautiful scenery on the way in, with a whole bunch of, like I said, volcanoes, mountain peaks, stuff. So join us. Actually, tomorrow that might end up being a posted video, but so that one will be hitting tomorrow afternoon. So heads up for that, for our landing into Reykjavik. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. But then from there, we continue our journey around the world. All in a 737, which I like doing little challenges like that for regional jets, because like when the A321 first came out for MSFS 2020, I took it around the world. That was a lot of fun. This time I had ChatGPT work out some routes. So for the most part, we're going to be doing legitimate 737 routes for whatever airline is in that country. And for each video, I tried my best to match the livery for that airline as well. So we will try, and I think we're going to be successful at matching livery to route to country. So that should be fun. I'm looking forward to that a lot, because I'm a nerd when it comes to details like that. If you guys are, let me know. Drop it in the chat. It's okay to be a nerd. So the richest people I know are very nerdy. Oops, I screwed up that. There we go. There's that. We're going to skip that last waypoint. And boom. Pull it around here. And then as soon as we get out, we're going to told you guys we had to really dive it in, right? But then we still gotta get set up for final, even though we have such a short final. Boeing, I know, my landing gears need to go down. Jeez, let it go. Like, can't they just let me... Can't they let me live my life? See, and now look, all my energy's gone. Good job, Boeing. Thank you. They've been down for 10 minutes, but sure. I know they haven't been down for 10 minutes. What is that? That's what. 737 got skittish, thought I wanted to go around, which we don't go around here, good sir. It's just not what we do. We take over the sticks, and we set it to 75, and we go screaming across the Hudson Bay. Or not Hudson Bay, St. John's Bay. Great audience tonight, guys, by the way. Very, for the most part, positive environment. You guys were great. I hope everybody really enjoyed this. I know I did. I'm gonna continue doing it. But that's something you enjoy. That's really fun. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Alright. What do you say we land this thing, guys? Yeah? Is that what we're here to do? I don't know. How's that for uncopyrighted music? I am so happy you guys were there to see that. Oh my god. Was that a better turn in the final or what? Like, holy crap. Captain Sullenberger, give me a call when you can, sir. I'll teach you a few things if you need. It's okay. Like, did you guys see that? Okay. Just making sure that was a freaking sweet turn. And we were perfectly lined up afterwards. It's incredible. There we go. Alright. Cutting our power. Not cutting our power, but we're cutting our power down. There we go. Probably about 55s. And there you go. Nose to the where the squares would be. Right? Now pull up. Aim for the ends. Cut your throttle all the way up. And let it slide in. Reversers. And brake. That, ladies and gentlemen, is St. John's Bay, Canada. Leg 2 of God knows how many coming up on our journey around the world in Alaska. 737-900. I surely hope you enjoyed tonight's live stream. If you guys did, please drop a like, subscribe, comment what we should do next. Comment what we should do for this channel. Oop, reverser's still on. This is a very young channel. We are malleable. So, you know, tell us what to do more of, so tell us what to do less of. If you have anything to think about or pray over, put it in the chat. We'll give it a thought and a prayer. All the things. This is Doc Hook.